Steve Corino has struck the UK like wildfire. America is the worst hit, plus Roman Reigns has pulled out of WrestleMania 36, which is being taped at the Performance Center. And I'm on my own. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm in lockdown. Quite literally, because of my asthma, I can't go out anywhere. My fiance has to still go to work. The UK is on lockdown except for non-essential travel, so you're only allowed to go to shops and exercise once a day. But I'm doing neither. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CT Grand Casino at Foxwoods, and welcome to WCW. In a terrible pre-show match, Raider Jailsco Jr., the Ballad Brothers, and John Dragons defeated Chris Crete, Bruno Incorporated, and Ginger Ack and Sean Stasiak in 553 Women's Raider Jailsco Jr. defeated Killswitch by putting the top ass Jailsco. Kazahash 41, Yang 40, Shane Ballard 22, Shannon Ballard 22, Shane Ballard 18, Rayo 22, Chris Keat 30, Sean Stasiak 45, Mark Ginger at 44, Rafe Child 19, Killswitch 16, no worker improvements. 34 year plus. I've put people at downstairs so everybody's used, so there's no complaining from anyone, really. In a poor pre-show match, Balls Mahoney, Masahiro Tanka, Liz Armour Jr., Ikuto Okada defeat Black Tiger 3, CW Anderson, Eli Skipper, and Nale Parker 553 when Balls Mahoney defeating the Skipper by the Mizuki driver. Akita Okada 28, Liz Mark Jr. 33, Masahiro Tanka 55, Balls Mahoney 37, Ali Park 44, Eli Skipper 34, CW Anderson 49, and Black Tiger 31. No work appearance 46D. Beautiful. In a poor pre-show match, the UK Pitbulls defeat Team Chaos Theory and Evolution in 7:48. The order of elimination was Evolution first and Team Chaos Theory. The UK Pitbulls make defense number 1 of their ECW World Tag Team titles. This match will be released on WCW.com. Roadkill 44, Danny Dorn 35, Nova 41, Frankie Zone 32, Big Dave 39, Bulk 31, Roadkill and Technical Frankie Zone in performance 39D-. In a decent pre-show match, Shannon Moore, Justin Credible, Johnny Swing, and Trevor Guerrero Jr. defeated Liger, Glacier, Stars, Mikey Whitbread, and Yoshi Tajiri in 8-10 when Trevor Guerrero Jr. defeated Mikey Whitbread by pinfall. Cash 45, Trevor Guerrero 54, Johnny Swinger 26, Justin Credible 54, Shannon Moore 40, Tajiri 44, Mikey Whitbread 43, AJ Styles 45, Glacier 34, and Juice and Liger 62. Credible in performance, Trevor Guerrero Jr. and Technical, Shannon Moore in performance, Glacier and Technical, and AJ Styles in performance, 52D+. In Bad Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Spike Dudley, Tommy Dreamer, Super Crazy, Sandman, and Jamie Noble defeat Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Drew Galloway, Kenny Omega, and Lance Hoyt 04, and Spike Dudley defeat Austin Aries by pin with a double foot stomp. These are all in our training grounds, so at the moment they're being trained, so they're not the best. We'll see how they got on. Jamie Noble 46, Sandman 49, Super Crazy 39, Tommy Dreamer 57, Spike Dudley 51, Lance Hoyt 12, Kenny Omega 18, Drew Galloway 18, Bobby Roode 26, Austin Aries 21, Dreamer in performance and Lance Hoyt in performance. Well done to Hoyt. All the rest of you can fuck off back down to that company. In a feature out, Terrible Wrestling on this and Crowdy, Angel Orson defeat Beth Phoenix in 450 by pinfall. Beth Phoenix 22, Angel Orson 22, no work appearance 22E-. In a decent pre-show match, Claudio Constalis, Monty Brown, Nigel McGuinness, Mojo, and Simon Diamond defeat RVD, Norman Smiley, Conan, Jim Dog, and Alex White, and Claudio defeat Norman Smiley by pinfall. Not how this match was meant to go, so I haven't got a clue what happened there. Alex White 53, Jim Duggan 47, Conan 54, Norman Smiley 54, RVD 70, Simon Diamond 31, Samoa Joe 36, Nigel McGuinness 34, Monty Brown 58, Claudio 24, Alex White in performance, Norman Smiley in performance, and Conan in flying 53C-. Norman Smiley's probably going to be brought up. Your opening video package for Nitro, a brand new one. So instead of seeing the street and the things popping or the flames going, there's a new opening package for Nitro, which is basically people dancing around a fire, and as they're dancing around the fire, you see the faces of Bill Goldberg, Steiner, Sting, Dustin, Hogan, Diamond, Lex, and Booker T all pop up. Underneath it says, "This is Nitro." And our opening angle of the night opens up with an 89 freaking A. This is why I'm so annoyed that our popularity can't grow at the moment. So after the new Nitro opening package, we cut to the ring and we see fans waving signs. When Goldberg's music hits, we see him coming from the backstage area, then to the ring with security, and he gets in the ring with his title and he's like, "Last night I won the Fatal 4-Way. I won the WCW World title. Now this is my goal complete. Now I stand here for you. Hogan, Eric and Paul don't want what's best for the WCW wrestling. You fans have stuck through as for this world wide. Now we need to regain fans. We need to be the best company in this world, and with me standing at the helm as the world champion, will do this." And then with this, Hogan's NWO style music he comes to the ring and he's like, "Hey Goldberg." He doesn't come down to the ring. He just stands on the stage and he's like, "Hey Goldberg, look here. That is my title. I'm going to tell you at Great American Bash it's going to be me versus you for the world title." Remember, they've got a Titantron now, but the set will change as we start growing fans. Now, you think you're going to be a good world champion? Hell no. But that is me. I've proved it time and time again. Vince Russo messed up by taking the belt off me. I'm the biggest draw in WCW, and that's why in 4 weeks I'll win the belt. And when this, Hogan leaves the stage and Bill Goldberg's stuck in the ring and he's looking really pissed off. So even though these two struggled going off script, they got an 89A. Hence why I've put this storyline in the main event for WCW Great American Bash. And at Great American Bash, it will be Bill Goldberg versus Hulk Hogan for the WCW World Heavyweight title. These are our two biggest draws, and right now I need to put the biggest draws in the main event of the show, and there it is, 89A. In the decent match, CM Punk defeats Steve Corino in 6:37 by pinfall. Steve Corino 53, CM Punk 41. Punk in performance of 51D+. In a decent match, the FBI defeat Filthy Animals at 7:42, and Little Gato defeat Billy Kidman by pinfall and turns the ring work Rey Mysterio's head and shoulders when outs. Rey Mysterio Jr. 61, Billy Kidman 45, Tony Mamaluke 37, Little Gato 49, Billy Kidman in performance of 54 C-. So we see Eric walking backstage when he's jumped by Scott, who pins him up against the wall, and his nostrils are flowing. He's so angry. We haven't sold out the venue. I think we're 50 less than what we should be to sell out. When will I get my shot? You give Hogan one, I'm the best wrestler right here on Nitro. I'm the best, I'm the freak, I'm the big Papa Punk, and I want the world title. I want Goldberg. And now he's like, "First, put me down or I'm going to fine your ass." And he gets put down and he's like, "No, tonight you'll face Hulk Hogan. Now if you beat him, it won't change the Great American Bash, but at Great American Bash, you will face Booker T. And if you win that match, you'll be a normal contender. Also, if Booker T wins, he'll be the normal contender." So we've got it there from Eric Bischoff at Great American Bash. It will be Booker T versus Scott Steiner. And the winner of this match will be the number one contender for the winner of Hulk Hogan versus Goldberg. There you go. That's set in stone. There's that match booked. AB+. And she's like, "Welcome back to Nitro. Looks like Great American Bash is hotting up. We're Women's Night now. Scott Hall." And Scott's like, "What the hell? I got beaten by DDP. How could he beat me? It's not right that I got my ass handed to me, and I'm not going to stand for it. DDP, I'm coming for you, and I'm going to destroy you, and I'm going to be standing on top of you. You're going to be in a hospital. How? You're going to need to dig a hole 6 foot down." And when he leaves, and Jesus is like, "Well, I think we're going to need the police. It looks like there might be a murder here tonight. Back to ringside." So yeah, Scott Hall's pissed. We don't hear any more from this tonight, but believe you me, next week might be a bit of a problem. In the poor match, the Mamalukes defeat Mexico's most wanted in 801, with Big Vito defeat Damien by putting the Buffalo DDT. Johnny the Bull 30, Big Vito 26, Halloween 39, Damien 44. No work appearance of 40D-. In this match, Jerry Lynn defeated Shane Helms 7:48 by pinfall. Jerry Lynn makes defense number 1 of his Cruiserweight title. Shane Helms 58, Jerry Lynn 59, and 59C. In about decent wrestling, in a battle that didn't have much heat in terrible wrestling, Daphne, Jazz, and Stacey Keibler defeat Tori Wilson, Natalie Dean Hart, and Angel Williams 7:47. Jazz defeat Angel Williams by pinfall. Angel Williams 17, Natty Nadine Hart 20, Tori Wilson 28, Stacey Keebler 36, Jazz 28, Daphne 31. Tori Wilson in performance, Daphne in technical performance of 31E+, not the best. I don't know what's wrong with my throat at the moment. I am one of the WCW legends, and now I've been beaten by Sting. I'm not going to lay low. I'm not done. I've got more years in me. I just need to get back on the W column. I'm going to do that right here on WCW Nitro. And then we see Paul Heyman in his office. He's got ECW written on the rules and old ECW posters. And Tommy comes in and he just comes in and he's like, I want another shot. I want my chance. I was so close last night to beat Rhino. I want another shot. And Paul's like, sorry, but someone's got a shot this week. But be someone of my choosing from the next match. He will be the winner of the next match. I'll give you another chance to shine at Great Mega Bash. Fine, but remember, I'm not the Tommy you had. I'm now a fired up Tommy. So, ECW Anarchy Rules, we've got word from Paul Heyman that someone's going to be facing for that world title. And it has been confirmed that it will be Shane O'Haire versus the phenomenal Rhino for the ECW World Heavyweight title this coming week on ECW Anarchy Rules. As we know, Rhino has been drawing ass and kicking ass over on that show, so 57C-. In a good match, Fit Finlay defeated Hugh Morris 756 by pin of the Tombstone Pile Driver. Hugh Morris 61, Fit Finlay 61. Fit Finlay versus Tommy Dreamer. Number one contenders match this week on Anarchy Rules. You'll get to see that as well. Something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm trying to push Tommy. He's only a mid-carder. So hopefully beating someone like Fit Finlay will hopefully get him up. But it'll be Tommy versus Fit. There we go, 63C. In a bad decent wrestling double cheat, Team Canada defeated Haven Pitbulls in 739 when Lance Lloyd defeated Ricky Reyes by pin for the flying spinner leg lariat. Team Canada made defense number 2 of their WCW World Tag Team titles. Rockin' Rare 33, Ricky Reyes 26, Mike Awesome 67, Lance Storm 63, Mike Awesome in performance 56C-. In a short match, Rick Steiner defeated Shane O'Haire, but in 505 by pin the Flying Bulldog. Rick Steiner 56-61, Shane O'Haire 57, No Walker 62C. And your main event, your semi-main of the night is Hogan versus Steiner. In an extension match, Hulk Hogan defeated Scott Steiner in 754 by pin for the big leg drop. Scott Steiner 83, Hulk Hogan 65, Scott Steiner in performance 72B-. Your main event of the night is Bill Goldberg versus Booker T. Booker T gets his automatic rematch here tonight. But he could also be number one contender after Great American Bash. In an extension match, Bill Goldberg defeated Booker T in 21:57 by pin of the spear. Bill Goldberg makes defense number 1 of his WCW World title. Booker T 69, Bill Goldberg 84, no work appearance 77B. After the match, Bill Goldberg celebrates victory and Hulk Hogan runs in and attacks him, beating Goldberg down, hitting his big leg drop and then posing with the World Championship. And in a post about fantastic heat and good wrestling, Chuck Plumbo, Diamond Dallas Page, Dustin Rhodes, and Sting defeat Lex Luger, Rhino, Ric Flair, Scott Hall in 14:32, and Sting defeat Rhino by pinfall. Sting 69, Dustin Rhodes 66, Diamond Dallas Page 66, Chuck Plumbo 54, Scott Hall 83. Ric Flair 63, Rhino 57, and Lex Luger 58. Rhino informs the Scott Hall in Rumble 52D+. That's where we end tonight's show. We're 75B-. Once again, not increasing the popularity because we're not out of the fucking calling phase yet, which is pissing me right off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next week for another. I'll see you in a few days for ECW Anarchy Rules. Welcome back. Sold out Hammerstein Ballroom here tonight. 3,500 people are packed out to see ECW Anarchy Rules being held by World Championship Wrestling, of course. But in a battle, didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Super Crazy 3, Chris Kiat in 6:13 by pin with the Crazy Bomb. Super Crazy 31, Chris Kiat 30, no work appearance 33E+. Slack jaw, very nice. In a battle, Pro Wrestling and Little Heat, the UK Pitbulls defeat Havana Pitbulls in 7:29. When Big Dave defeated Ricky Reyes by pin with the Rack of Ribs, the UK Pitbulls make defense number 2 of their ECW World Tag Team titles. Rocky Romero 41, Ricky Reyes 27, Big Dave 37, Bulk 31. No work appearance for 37D minus. In about a good wrestling and decent wrestling crowd, Juice from the Liger defeated Chavo Guerrero Jr. in 1522 by pinfall for the Liger Bomb. Liger makes defense number 1 of his WCW national title. Chavo Guerrero Jr. 56, Liger 63, no work appearance 64C, not bad. In about a good wrestling, good heat and decent wrestling, just incredible defeat Conan in 734 by pinfall. Conan 53, Credible 54, no work appearance 50-60 minus. In about a good heat and decent wrestling, Tommy Dreamer defeated Fit Finlay in 1516 by pinfall with a pile driver, following botched interference by Rhino. It's Tommy Dreamer 56, Fit Finlay 58, Fit and Rumble 61C. Next up is Rhino versus Shane O'Haire. We've got a huge main event here tonight. In about great heat and decent wrestling, Rhino defeated Shane O'Haire in 21:39 by pinfall the Gore. Rhino makes defense number 5 of his ECW World Heavyweight title. We've now been informed that it will be Tommy Dreamer versus Rhino in an Extreme Rules match, of course, for that title at the up-and-coming pay-per-view Great American Bash. It'll be Tommy, it'll be Rhino, it'll be ECW's Icons battling it. And our main event of the night is Scott Hall versus Bill Goldberg for the WCW World title. In an exceptional match, Bill Goldberg defeated Scott Hall in 22:44 by a pin for the spear. Bill Goldberg makes defense number 2 off his WCW World Heavyweight title. Scott Hall 81, Bill Goldberg 84, 78B. We're going to end the show there. Gets us in a 78B, and we're now increasing in popularity. Woo! Hey, we're now getting back to increasing popularity. Increase our popularity in 19 freaking regions. About bloody time. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you back here for WCW Nitro in a week's time. Tonight, and with ECW this coming week, we're going to be live from a very special venue for WCW history. The first ever episode of Nitro was here. Welcome to the Mall of America. Hello everybody, welcome to the Mall of America. This is Nitro. ECW Anarchy Rules will also be at this place this coming weekend. I'm proud to announce that this week we are live for the first time ever in the UK on Bravo. Bravo UK, we have all events, so Great American Bash and all that lot will be free on Bravo, and so will ECW and so will WCW Nitro. But in a pretty bad sub-par wrestling, a little heat, Johnny Stringer, Simon Diamond Cash, Eli Skipper, and LA Park defeat Balls Mahoney, CM Punk, Raider Jalsko Jr., Liz Mark Jr., and Iko Hikida. In 9:53 when LA Park defeated Akida by pin of the Sky Twist Press. Akida 30, Liz Mark 33, Raider 24, CM Punk 39, Balls Mahoney 36, LA Park 42, Eli Skipper 34, Crash 34, Simon Diamond 28, and Johnny Swinger 24. So LA Park getting the win now. LA Park is flying in performance and Johnny Swinger in Rumble 37D minus. So it's a very different laid out show tonight. We'll get into it, but of course there's no backstage area. In a feature I did have a cheat and Turbo Wrestling. Beth Phoenix, Daphne, Jazz, and Stacey Keebler defeat Tori Wilson, Natalie Dinart, Angel Williams, and Angel Orison in 9:37. Jazz defeated Natalie Dinart by pinfall. Angel Orison 26, Angel Williams 20, Natalie Dinart 24, Tori Wilson 30, Stacey Keebler 37, Jazz 29, Daphne 31, and Beth Phoenix 21. Daphne in Technical, Jazz in performance, and Angel Ores in performance of 31E+. I haven't got a bloody clue what that is. Next up, in a pre-show I did have a cheat and tell wrestling, Shannon Moore, Brutally Incorporated, and Jindrak and Storm Stasiak defeat Super Crazy, the Ballard Brothers, and the Mamalukes in 10:20 when Shannon Moore defeats Shane Ballard by pin for the Hallelujah. Johnny the Bull 29, Big Vito 28, Shannon Ballard 23, Shane Ballard 30, Super Crazy 37, Shannon Moore 37, Shannon Stasiak 48, Mark Jindrak 45, Rothschild 21, and Kill Switch 19. Shannon Moore in Rumble, Mark Jindrak in Techno, Johnny the Bull in Performance, and Sean Stasiak in Rumble and Techno 37D minus. I need to hide more heels. In a picture of these wrestling of cheap Mexicans Most Wanted and Team Canada defeat Hanover Fitballs and Evolution in 9:31 when Damien 666 defeat Ricky Reyes by pin for the Powerbomb. Nova 36, Frankie Kazarian 30, Rocky Romero 38, Ricky Reyes 31. Mike Awesome 69, Lance Storm 64, Halloween 35, and Damien 666 39. Mike Awesome Techno and Ricky Reyes in performance 52D+. Not bad. I can't complain with that. In a poor pre-show match, Austin Aries and Team Chaos on the FBI defeated Sandman, Mikey Whipback, Kazuhashi, Jamie Noble, and Masahid Tanaka in 6-14 when Austin Aries defeated Masahid Tanaka by pin of the Brainbuster. I've got more heel tag teams than I've got face, so I need to work on that, and that will be something I'll be working on before ECW this week. Masahid Tanaka 34, Jamie Noble 43, Kazuhashi 41, Mikey Whipback 35, Sandman 30. Oh, my babies. My fiance's at work today, and she works at Red Rings Horse Sanctuary in the Visitor Centre, but the Visitor Centre is closed because it's not open to public, and she's finished all her jobs. She's been allowed to go around and take pictures of the horses, so she's sending me pictures of my favourite horses. So that's what all the beeping was, guys. Sandman 38, Austin Aries 21, Tony Momaluke 32, Little Gado 42, Roadkill 33, and Danny Doran 44. Sandman in Rumble and Sandman in Techno. Because we go there when she's on her days off. We go into her work to see the horses, and they have adoption styles and stuff. And it's very difficult for me at the moment because of everything shut down, and going to those sort of places helps me cope with my mental health. But it's what it is. There's a pandemic on, and even the Prime Minister's now got it. So yeah, tonight we're in All America. So the gist of the show I had to kind of edit and change the way I book a show. So yeah, Boris Johnson's now got it. That's great. In a decent pre-show match, Conan, Jim Duggan, and Hugh Morris defeat Norman Smiley, Tommy Dreamer, and Yang in 8-08 when Hugh Morris defeated Tommy Dreamer by pin of the powerbomb. Hugh Morris 59, Jim Duggan 46, Conan 53, Yang 42, Tommy Dreamer 48, Norman Smiley 52. Norman Smiley in performance of 54C-. We have our new, I mentioned this last week, 77B, our opening package, showing all the stars of WCW as these people are dancing around this fire and their faces appear, and it basically just keep an underneath every time the face appears as Nitro. I just like the idea of that. And in a decent match, Trevor Guerrero defeats Shane Helms at 6:32 by pinfall. Trevor Guerrero Jr. 50, Shane Helms 53. The next angle, I can't book the match because I forgot to sort Roddy Piper up before I hired him. He's 46 years old, so I don't think he will be retiring anytime soon. But there is a reason for that, and it's going to be proven next. 75B-. Hogan is not on screen. Oh, bollocks. Anyway, Hulk Hogan's on screen. Jenny Hogan's not there. So after the break, we come back to the mall, and then the bagpipes play, and he comes out. It's Rowdy Roddy Piper. So here I am back on WCW television. But why has the Hot Rod come back? Let me tell you. Goldberg, I know you're around here somewhere. So listen up. Hulk Hogan cannot be trusted. He's got a plan. He's going to turn on Eric soon. He wants the NWO back, and I know he's going to cheat so he can become champion. And before he can continue, the Hogan's music hits, and he's like, why don't you shut it? I've had it with you, Hot Rod, coming out here and challenging my integrity. But no, the fans love you. I remember time it was me, the Golden Hero, and you, the bastard. WrestleMania 1. I'm going to fight Bill at the Great American Bash, and if you're that bothered, face me next week right here on Nitro. And Roddy's like, I've got a plan. 6-man tag, me, Booker T, and Goldberg versus Hulk, Rick, and Steiner right here next week. And Hulk's like, you're ready? You're on, Roddy? And he just leaves. So next week, you're going to get to see Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, opposite side of the ring, alongside Booker T, Goldberg, and Ric Flair and Scott Steiner. That's going to be next week. Roddy Piper's coming out of retirement next week. He's not out of retirement yet, but he's coming out of retirement next week. Of course, he got fired in 2000, so it's been over a year since the last time, I think. Just under a year? Oh, over a year? I don't know. Really, I've never really looked into it, but it's 2000 or something when he last seen on WCW television. So yeah, Roddy Piper is back in WCW, and I have a plan for him. It's not like I've gone, I want Roddy Piper because it's Roddy fucking Piper, and I absolutely loved Roddy Piper. He was one of the things... When I started watching wrestling, I watched TNA. It was free in the UK. My dad used to watch it, and I never really wanted to watch it. I used to go away when he was watching this. And then I watched one episode, and I was hooked to wrestling from TNA Wrestling. But then I started watching old school wrestling. And then I started finding ways of watching WWE for free. Internet, wink, wink. And that to me... So we're in June. So just under a year, because it was January, February... was the last time he was seen. So over a year when it was last time he was seen on WCW television. But yeah, so that's kind of how I got into wrestling. But Roddy Piper, whenever I go back and I look at what Roddy's done, I'm watching old school WCW and stuff, there's something about Roddy I absolutely love. And that's another reason why I had to find a way of getting him back into the ring for this series. In a poor match, AJ Styles defeats C.W. Anderson in 6:54 by pin on the Stars Clash. AJ makes defense number 1 of his WCW United States title. It's also another reason why in the 1993 series with WWF, I'm pissed off I ain't got him on the roster. C.W. Anderson 31, AJ Styles 35. No worker moments of 36D minus. And then G's like, well, there's no backstage area tonight, so I'm going to do the interviews up here tonight on the stage. So joining me now, Diamond Dallas Page, and he comes out and he's like, so Gene, last week on Nitro, I heard I need to dig a 6-foot hole. Sorry, Hall, but you need it. You need it, not me. I beat you once and I'll do it again, and if you think I need a 6-foot hole, you're wrong. And when Scott Hall comes out and Gene tries to calm him down, like he always does, like, whoa, 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 and he just gets the mic and he goes, hey, yo, I'm the biggest star in WCW. I'm the bigger than you. I'm better than you. And I'm going to prove it at WCW Bash at the Beach in a last man standing match. And EP's like, you want a last man match? Then you got it. But this will be your funeral. And he just storms off, leaving Scott Hall there. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have another huge contest scheduled for the pay-per-view that's going to be our breakout show, hopefully. Especially now we're able to increase in popularity at last. We found this out on ECW television, but we can increase in popularity. Hence why certain things are now going to be moving forward a bit quicker than before. But yes, so Diamond Dallas Page versus Scott Hall. This is a difficult series to do because at this point in the history of wrestling, WCW was dead. So this is like what I always like to say. I always do series where I never stick to history. If you look at my WCW WWF 1993 series or my TNA series, AJ Styles is back in there and he left. My 1993 series, we're a year now, we're 1994. And already, Stone Cold Steve Austin is being made the megastar. He's had the title since November. He's just lost it to Bret Hart. Spoilers. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. That was amazing. And there's big plans for him. I've planned out the next year. This is what I do. I've planned out a whole load of storylines. Now, for these series, I haven't, because TNA and WCW are relatively new. I plan out the full year of rivalries in my head, and I can remember all of this. That's one of my good things about my memory. I know what I want to do. But I have everything planned out now until Starrcade. When I get to Starrcade, after Starrcade, I'll spend an hour looking at where we are in the company, seeing who I want to hire, seeing who I can make stars for next year's Starrcade, and I'll do the same when we get to Bound for Glory in the TNA series. And that is how I do it. Every WrestleMania in that series, I will sit down and I'll go, right. So I have plans for the next year of storyline for Stone Cold Steve Austin, and literally he's already a megastar, so God knows how it's going to go. And hopefully Rocky Maivia will turn up soon, and China and a few other people, because the women's division in that series is better than this women's division, let's put it that way. And then Paul Heyman comes out and he goes, my name is Paul Heyman, and if you've been blind for the last few weeks on WCW, Rhino has been dominating WCW and ECW shows as the ECW World Champion. And if you are from the UK, well, you're going to find out what this monster's made of on ECW Anarchy Rules when he teams with Hogan to face Goldberg and Tommy in our main event right here at the Mall of Americas. So let's get that booked in, shall we? ECW Anarchy Rules, as you heard there, it's going to be Hogan, it's going to be Rhino, and it's going to be Tommy and Bill Goldberg. That is how you main event an ECW show. You put, two WCW guys, because, obviously it's WCW, and not being horrible, Tommy and Rhino. Okay, Rhino's is in the main event scene. He's up there on the roster, but it's going to be those guys in the main event at Anarchy Rules. And then with this Iron music hits, he comes out, of course, with the title and he looks pissed. And he's like, shut up. You want to put me against Tommy again? Fine, Paul, but this is your demise. I am your champion and I need competition, so next week I'll pick my opponent and prove why I am the best in WCW. And then I didn't get to write this, so I kind of added this in afterwards, and I've kind of said the end. It was like, whoa. You want competition? Fine. You've got it tonight. Goldberg in the main event. Bill Goldberg versus Rhino in the main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You better be ready. In a bad reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, the UK Pitbulls defeat Filthy Animals in 6:50 when Big Dave defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. by pinfall to Pitfall. The UK Pitbulls make defense number 3 of their ECW World Tag Team Championships. Now, this match is a Falls Count Anywhere match. And the pitfall happens inside one of the many shops in the Mall of America, probably like a little cafe or something. And Rey Mysterio Jr. 39, Billy Kidman 43, Big Dave 39, Bulk 33, Billy Kidman in performance of 42D. UKP, UKP, UKP. If you ever go to a show where they are on in the UK, you'll know that is the massive chant they get. In about Decent Wrestling, didn't have much heat. Jerry Lynn and defeat Yoshi Tajiri in 709 by pinfall. Jerry Lynn makes defense number 2 off his WCW World Cruiserweight title. Yoshi Tajiri 36, Jerry Lynn 55, no work prints, 50D plus. In a decent match, Juice from Liger defeat Finlay in 654 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. Jason Liger makes defense number 2 of his WCW national title. Fit Finlay 56, Liger 54. Who knows what's special about that? Fit Finlay improved in performance. Jason Liger was on the first ever episode of WCW Monday Nitro. I do believe. I swear he was on the first ever episode of Nitro that happened in the Malls of Americas. And if I am wrong, I will eat my hat. I'm not going to do that because... yeah, give me a sec. So yeah, that is the reason why I did this, because I remember him being on there. WCW Nitro. Ooh, now retired, sadly. Nitro 1. Jushin Liger. WCW Nitro 1. Brian Pillman versus Jushin. So he on the first ever Nitro at the Mall of Americas. I've just found it. He took on Brian frickin' Pillman. See? Yep, that is the Mall of Americas. I knew it. It's bad that I have wrestling knowledge that I can't use. But there you go. Juice from the Liger defeated Fit Finlay. We ain't got Brian Pillman Jr. because he sadly passed away in this series. He's not passed away in the other series. Fit Finlay improved performance. And if you know my 1993 series, I'm trying to scrap all drugs in WWF. So a lot of people are going into rehab, then coming out of rehab, and then getting tested and going straight back to rehab. It's quite amusing. In about a good heat in Decent Wrestling, Steve Corino, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan defeat RVD, Spike Dudley, and Glacier in 554, and Steve Corino defeat Glacier by pinning the Old School Explosion. Scott Hall's head and shoulders bone, that's Glacier as the weak link. Hulk Hogan 67, Scott Hall 80, Steve Corino 48, Glacier 34, Spike Dudley 47, RVD 60, Glacier in performance 66C plus. And Sting comes out to a huge pop to the ring a massive pop, and he's like, Rick Steiner, you had a great career, but you think you need to start winning. No, you need to stop, Rick. You're not the man you once was. Your time in the ring is ending, and you think it's going to be me, and I think it's got to be me to show you it's your time to retire. And Rick Steiner hits music hits, and he comes out to the ring and he's like, right, you idiot. I'm not going to retire. Look at Flair, look at Hogan. I've still got some fight. You know what? Let's get Booker T out here and my brother, and let's have a tag match right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Steiners are getting back together right here on Nitro in an exceptional match. Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner drew with Booker T and Sting in 7:28 following a double countout. Rick Steiner 65, Scott Steiner 94, Sting 68, Booker T 75, Booker T in performance and Rick Steiner in performance of 72B minus. After the match, Sting, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, and Booker T won't stop fighting, and they have a massive brawl to the back. That'll continue in a bit in the outside the Mall of America. In a decent match, Just Incredible defeat Alex Wright in 8-12 by pinfall. Just Incredible 49, Alex Wright 53, no work wins 54C minus. And in an extreme short match, Shane O'Haire, Chuck Plumbo, and Dustin Rhodes defeat Black Tiger 3, Chris Keat and Lex Luger in 108 when Dustin Rhodes defeat Black Tiger by pinning the Bulldog. Dustin 65, Chuck Plumbo 54, Shane O'Haire 60, Lex Luger 60, Chris Keat 28, Black Tiger 30, Shane O'Haire in performance of 54C minus. And then we cut to the parking lot area of the Mall of America where the public, the general public park their parking lot, and we see Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, Sting, and Booker T. The brawl that was started in the ring is still going on, and then all of a sudden road agents and security finally get to them and they all pull them apart. Finally, or hopefully, we've got word that Eric Bischoff will be addressing these four guys on ECW Anarchy Rules this week, so that's one to look out for. In a bad, fantastic heat and great wrestling, Diamond Dallas Page defeated Ric Flair by pin with the Diamond Cutter. Ric Flair 63, DDP 66, no work of it, 68C plus. And our main event of the night, as promised, is Bill Goldberg and the phenomenal Rhino. In an exceptional match, Bill Goldberg defeated Rhino in 24-14 by pinfall. with the spear. Rhino 55, Bill Goldberg 87. No work improvements 78B. That's where we end tonight's show. Oh, I've broke the game. With a 74B minus a show increased popularity in 23 regions. Now, last week, I didn't stick to my guns. I got a bit annoyed because of one increase in popularity. Now we are. Also, because you kind of know that we're not going to be beating Monday Night Raw yet. So, we're going to go forward. We're going to have a look at Monday Night Raw. Don't get your hopes up for beating it because there's no way we are. Big star in Memphis, Bryan joined the World Wrestling Federation in 1997 to complete in the fledgling lightweight division. Oh yeah, that's what's going on in W. They were trying to compete with the, what do you call it? I can't even think now. Help me out, guys. Help me think. The fledgling lightweight division was basically a way of getting back at WCW's cruiserweight division. And I think that in itself was big, and during the 1997 and that era, WCW was winning everything. But I've gone and watched this, and to be quite honest, WCW have good storylines. Their storylines were amazing, and then they brought Vince Russo in, and everything started falling apart. Just going to be brutally honest, that is literally how I feel what happened. I ain't got that far in the storylines yet, but we'll see. Bet you'll turn it when Vince Russo turns up, everything falls apart. Anyway, that's neither nor there. Bubba Ray Dudley's heel turn, so is Devon. So they've turned the Dudley Boys heel, which is interesting. It's been quite heavily restricted. Devon has turned heel. Turned heel. So, 85B plus, we had Big Show and Kurt Angle, Jeff and Matt Hardy. The Hardy Boys defeat Grandmaster Sexy and Blackman. Kane and Triple H, Eddie Guerrero defeat Johnny Gunge. Vince McMahon and Undertaker, Christian and Edge. Dudley Boys defeat Edge and Christian. Backstage with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels. Jacqueline, Lita defeat Jacqueline. The Undertaker and Kane and the two-man power trip defeat the Brothers of Destruction. There's our Nitro. We're not going to beat them, but we did well. I'm quite happy with that episode of Nitro, to be honest. 0.7. So, Adrian, we'll see you guys on Thursday for another edition of ECW Anarchy Rules. Get ready for that one. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. Welcome back to the Mall of America. We're sold out again. People have cracked out the ECW for ECW Anarchy Rules. The first time ECW Anarchy Rules hasn't happened outside of the tri-state area. We've been in the ECW arena, and then we moved to Hammerstone Ballroom, and apart from that, hasn't gone much further. Well, here tonight, guys, it's gone to the Mall of America, and we have not Eric Bischoff come out. And he's like, this past Monday on Nitro, right here in the Mall of America, my tag match fell apart, and then it went into the parking lot. Tonight, all four men involved in this incident will be locked inside the steel cage, and that will be the semi-main event. Boom! Shakalaka laka. We've got a steel cage match tonight. That's a big one. Right, hold on a minute. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but we have Mike Tenay, Tony Schiavone, and Bobby Heenan. Okay. So in a poor match, Yang, Mikey Whipwreck, and Sandman defeat C.W. Anderson, Steve Corino, and Chris Kett. In 12:28, Mikey Whipwreck defeats Chris Kett by pinning the Whippersnapper. Sandman 37, Mikey Whipwreck 34, Yang 39. Chris Kett 27, Steve Corino 36, and C.W. Anderson 37. Mikey Whipwreck in Technical, Sandman in Performance, and C.W. Anderson in Performance of 37D-. In the decent match, Roman Down defeat LA Park in 12:20 by pinning the Frog Splash. RVD makes the defense number 3 of his ECW World Television title. LA Park 42, RVD 57, LA Park in Performance of 53C-. In a terrible match, the UK Pitbulls defeated the Ballard Brothers in 7:47 when Big Dave defeats Shane Ballard by pinfall the Pitfall. The UK Pitbulls make defense number 4 of their ECW World Tag Team titles. Shannon Ballard 24, Shane Ballard 25, Big Dave 37, Bulk 31. No work appearance of 33 plus, not bad. I think there's a WAW show going to happen in the next few weeks, so they'll be back in Britain. In a decent match, Just Incredible, Trevor Guerrero Jr. and Jindrak and Sean Stasiak defeated Bulls Mahoney. Yoshi Tajiri and Spike Dudley and Norman Smiley in 8:19 when Sean Stasiak defeated Yoshi Tajiri by pinfall. Norman Smiley 49, Spike Dudley 45, Yoshi Tajiri 33, Bulls Mahoney 32. Sean Stacey at 45, Mark Ginger at 43, Trevor Guerrero Jr. 53, and Justin Credible 50. Balls Mahoney in performance, Norman Smiley in performance, Spike Dudley in technical and performance. Nice. 47D. In an exceptional match, Booker T and Sting defeated Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner in a cage match in 22:04 when Sting defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall. Sting 71, Booker T 71, Rick Steiner 67, and Scott Steiner 94, Rick Steiner in performance, an 82B+. Sting was Steven after the match, upset with Scott Steiner almost injured him with a botched move. Oh, God's sakes. Calm down, man. In about fantasy and good wrestling, Bill Goldberg and Tommy Dreamer defeated Hulk Hogan and Rhino in 24:37 and Bill Goldberg defeated Rhino by pin with a spear. Tommy Dreamer 48, Bill Goldberg 86, Rhino 855, Hulk Hogan 67, no work appearance 72B-. That's where we end the show. Hulk Hogan sustained a broken arm. Great. Okay, Hulk Hogan's got a broken arm. 71C+, increased our popularity in 24 regions. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that was WCW. We're going to see you guys again for Monday Nitro as we continue the road to we're going to continue the road to Great American Bash, but will Hogan be fit to wrestle at the Great American Bash with a broken arm? It's all going to be found out on Nitro. Welcome back. Another new day, but the same episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're around about a couple of weeks away from the Great American Bash, and tonight things take a interesting turn. Hello, cat. Hello, darling. So in a total pre-show match, the Havana Pitbulls and the Valley Bulls defeated Brutally Incorporated and Mexican's Most Wanted in 5:32, and Rocky Romero defeated Rothschild by pin with the Tiger Suplex. Shannon Ballard 26, Shane Ballard 19, Rocky Romero 38, Ricky Reyes 33, Halloween 32, Damien 66 38, Rothschild 21 and Killswitch 20, Damien 666 in technical, Shane Ballard in performance, Rothschild in performance as well. I'm going to try and use a trackpad because I now have a purring cat. She always picks this time to come up and purr, doesn't she? In the poor preacher match, Edith Skipper, Fit Finley, and Chris Kiet defeat AJ Styles, Akira Kuda, and King Kendo in 6:39 when Fit Finley defeat King Kendo by the Tombstone Pile Driver. King Kendo 20, Akida 31, AJ Styles 45, Chris Kiet 26, Fit Finley 60, Hilly Skipper 34. No work appearance. He's going to have an important role to play as a heel over the next coming weeks. In a pitch right, decent. I didn't have much heat in terrible wrestling. Beth Phoenix, Daphne, Jazz and Stacey Keebler defeat Tori Wilson, Natalie Deanhart, Angel Williams, and Angel Orson in 5:35, and Daphne defeat Natalie Deanhart by pinfall. Angel Orson 27, Angel Williams 22, Natalie Deanhart 24, Tori Wilson 31, Stacey Keebler 37, Jazz 28, Daphne 31, and Beth Phoenix 23. Jazz in performance of 32E+. In a previous round of Pro Wrestling, a Little Heat, Yoshi Tajiri, Tommy Dreamer, Spike Dudley, Sandman, and Hugh Morris defeat Kevin Steen, Hot Stuff Fernandez, Drew Galloway, Bobby Roode, and Austin Aries. 7:48 when Yoshi Tajiri defeat Drew Galloway by pin with a Brainbuster. Austin Aries 23, Bobby Roode 27, Drew Galloway 21, Hot Stuff Hernandez 27, Kevin Steen 30, Hugh Morris 58, Sandman 38, Spike Dudley 46, Tommy Dreamer 50, and Yoshi Tajiri 38. Hot Stuff Hernandez in performance, Steen in technical, and Drew Galloway in performance. Well done, guys. 44D. In a decent pre-show match, Lance Hoyt, Johnny Swinger, Lex Luger, Mark Ginger, and Samoa Joe defeated Masahiro Tanaka, Jason Liger, Jim Duggan, and Jamie Noble. And Alice Wright in 8:18 when Lex Luger defeated Masahiro Tanaka by pinfall. Alice Wright 51, Jamie Noble 46, Jim Duggan 48, Jason Liger 63, Masahiro Tanaka 45, Samoa Joe 38, Mark Ginger 45, Lex Luger 59, Johnny Swinger 25, and Lance Hoyt 13. Masahiro Tanaka in Rumble, Johnny Swinger in performance, Mark Jindrak in technical and performance, Jamie Noble in technical, and Lance Hoyt in performance. 50D+. In a poor pre-show match, Norman Smiley defeats Sterling James Keenan in 8:27 by pinfall. Norman Smiley 53, Sterling James Keenan 20. Norman Smiley in performance, that is of course Corey Graves 43D. In a pre-show battle, Terrible Wrestling on Assistant Crowdy, Fergal Devet defeated Crazy Boy and Extreme Tiger in 8:26 when Fergal Devet defeated Extreme Tiger by pinning the diving foot stomp. Crazy Boy 25, Extreme Tiger 15, Fergal Devet 26, No Work Convergence 24E. we're kind of just showcasing all of our on these pre-shows. We're showcasing some of the bloody talent we have down at NWA Wildside, and there is proof of that right here. As Crazy Boy, Extreme Tiger, and Fergal the Vet ripped the house up. Not, but yeah, all three of these guys I'm very big on. Of course, that's Prince the Vet. Or Finn Balor, depending on who you look at. With our opening package, and Roddy Piper will be in action tonight, that's kind of confirmed. And then Goldberg is coming out to the ring, and he's like, this is bullshit. I'm not going to kick Hogan's ass and retain my title in 2 weeks or tonight. He's gone and broken his arm. What does that mean? His arm. Well, that means nothing. I'll get to kick Hogan's ass. If not a Great Man Bash, he'll be on Nitro. Now, the question is, who's going to step up and want me to kick their ass? Who is not Scott Steiner or Booker T. Then it's where their music hits, and he comes out to the ring and he's like, woo! I am here, and I'm going for that title. If Hogan is not ready, then Ric Flair will face you, Goldberg. I might be over 50, but I've got one more title running me. I am ready for you in that title tonight. Ready for you in that title tonight, and I will beat you in the main event to prove it. Also, next week I'm going to bring back the 4 Horsemen. This time, the 4 men of the future who deserve to work with me. And Gold was like, I'm not bothered who I face. If it's you, good luck. I'm going to destroy you. And he just leaves. He's not interested in this 4 Horsemen business. But Ric Flair said the 4 Horsemen of the future are going to be here next week. Interesting. J84B+. Beautiful promo there. In about Decent Wrestling, but didn't have much heat, we've invited Dr. Wagner Jr. here from TMML for one night only, and Jerry Lynn defeats him in 6:15 by pinfall. Jerry Lynn makes defense number 3 of the Cruiserweight title. Dr. Wagner Jr. 47, Jerry Lynn 56, no work and brimps. 50-60-. Nice. In about a decent match, the crowd was subpar wrestling. Glacier defeated LA Park in 7:14 by pinfall the Chronic Kick. LA Park 42, Glacier 37, LA Park in performance 42D. And then James Vanderberg's backstage. He's like, my name is James Vanderberg. And if you don't remember me, then too bad. I am the man who brought power and force into WCW and scared people around me. And I'm doing it again tonight on my return. This man standing behind me is the Monster Abyss. Then this man is going to destroy all of WCW and kill every member of this roster. And it begins tonight. So we've got Monster Abyss has debuted with James Vanderberg as his manager. Of course, James Vanderberg was a part of WCW back in 1997 with the Glacier story time when he was managing Mortis and I can't remember the other guy's name. But about subpar wrestling, a little heat, Abyss defeated Balls Mahoney in 5:58 by pinfall. Balls Mahoney 33, Abyss 32, no working room, it's a 38D-. But that's a great win for him over a massive mid-card player in the company because he's only a Richmond talent. He is working as Prince Justice in NWO Wildside during this, so he's going to get on-screen time down there, but also he's going to be building a lot of power and force here in the WCW. Welcome back to Nitro. Joining me now, Booker T. And Booker T's like, look here, I might have lost my title, but I stand here with pride. I'll be the number 1 contender again, and if that means beating Scott Steiner, so be it. He's been a thorn in my side since I won the title, and now I'll kick his ass and prove I am the future of WCW. Well, strong words from Booker T there tonight as we move on. In a decent match, Shayna Hair, Conan and Diamond Dallas Page defeat Just Incredible, Cash and CW Anderson in 6:55 when Shayna Hair defeats CW Anderson by pinfall the Widowmaker. Diamond Dallas Page 64, Conan 52, Shayna Hair 54, CW Anderson 39, Cash 31, and Just Incredible 50. No work careers 55C-. And G's like, welcome back to Nitro. Joining me now, the Icon Sting. It's that time all the fans saw this in new WCW. We ain't got place for the old has-beens like Rick Steiner. I've had it, Eric. Fire his ass. In fact, tonight I'm going to make a point. A 77B, what the hell is going on with Sting? He's been acting very heelish over the past few weeks on Nitro, and tonight he's going to make a point. Well, we'll find out what that is later on tonight. But in a poor match, Hellraiser, Shannon Moore, Black Tiger, Simon Diamond, and Steve Corino defeated Mikey Whitrep, Super Crazy, CM Punk, Wade Rail Jr., and Liz Mark Jr. in 026 when Hellraiser defeated Rhea Rhea by pinfall the pile driver. Liz Mark 36, Rayo de Reyes Jailska Jr. 22, CM Punk 39, Super Crazy 34, Mikey Whipwreck 36, Steve Corino 48, Simon Diamond 27, Black Tiger 31, Shannon Moore 39, and Hellraiser 32, Simon Diamond in performance, 40D minus. Oh, Hellraiser's racing on drugs, so he's probably going to end up in rehab. In a decent match, Robin Dan defeats Chavo Guerrero in 8:21 by pinning the Frog Splash. He makes defense number 4 of his ECW World title. Chavo Guerrero Jr. 54, RVD 52, no work appearance, 54C minus. I removed Paul Heyman. I did it. Oh, I need to check it. I did it for the taping of this. Gene, welcome back. Joining me now, the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Rhino. Right as I thanks, Gene. Well, tonight I'm going to get to pick my opponent. I have done it. And I have done it. I picked. Oh, you can find out in a bit. This past week on Anarchy Rules, I kicked ass with a man who broke his arm thanks to Goldberg. He did it on purpose. Look around, I'm the most powerful man in WCW. And with this, the TV screen behind him glitches quickly, but you can make out a shadow with his shadow of this man with his arms stretched out, and I'll go out there tonight and prove it. So he finishes his promo off. He hasn't even noticed the glitch behind him, but we'll get into that in a bit. But 47D, who the hell's the glitch in the screen? Scott Hall's backstage. He goes, "Hey yo, DDP, I'm going to kick your ass in our last man standing match. I sit here in this locker room thinking about the old days, me, Nash, Hogan, and the NWO. I am clean, no more drugs, I'm a new man, and if you don't want to see, and if you don't believe it, I'm going to show you tonight." 78B, beautiful. In the next session match, Scott Hall defeated Dustin Rhodes in 8:22 by pin of the Razor's Edge. Dustin Rhodes 65, Scott Hall 679, a 70C plus. In about a great heat and decent wrestling, Rick Steiner defeated Chuck Palumbo in 8:19 by pin of the Flying Bulldog. Chuck Palumbo 55, Rick Steiner 61. Chuck Palumbo in performance 65C. So after the match, Sting drops on the rafters and attacks Rick. He's then joined by Scott Hall, Scott Steiner, and Lex Luger. Then DDP runs out for the save. They remove their shirts, and it's the black shirts with the letters saying NWO as they leave the arena on the stage. Well, we're going to complete some turns here. The turn was a complete success, and that turn was a complete success. Ladies and gentlemen, Sting has turned heel. And he's made for some reason. Lex Luger is not on screen. Don't know what's going on there, but yeah, he's meant to be on screen. Because it's Lex Luger, Sting, Scott Hall, and Scott Steiner, who are the new NWO. And we'll hear from Eric Bischoff in a minute. But in a decent match, Rhino defeated Monty Brown in 7:42 by pin of the Pioneer Driver. Rhino makes defense number 6 of his ECW World Heavyweight title. These two don't click. Monty Brown 41, Rhino 42. No work appearance 43D. That's fine. Yes, we're going to get rid of him. So we see the NWO walking backstage with Sting, and Eric comes out of his room and he is pissed. He's like, "Why the shit are you guys playing at? I said no more NWO. I want it gone. This is not what WCW is about." And Eric just has to stop because they surround him and Sting's like, "This is not your NWO. This is my NWO. I don't care about WCW. I don't care about you. I only care about me and my brothers. So join us or be destroyed." Now I take it you're going to be putting us in the main event. Fine, only because you're paying us. And he laughs and just walks away. So yeah. Massive heel group now. We've got a 4-member NWO. Believe you me, I wasn't going to bring the NWO back, but I couldn't think of a name for the group. Because the Crow Nest is something. The Crow's Nest, I think, is a stable by Raven, which was the original name for the group. Because I swear Raven had a group called the Crow's Nest in WCW. Crow's Nest Raven. Obviously not. So they might not be called the NWO next week. They'll probably change the name to the Crow's Nest. And I'll have a reason behind that if need be. But yeah, so NWO walk backstage. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a huge announcement to speak about. I forgot to mention this during the match. During the match, halfway through Rhino and Mandy Brown, we saw another glitch with the man with his arms stretched out and with the words underneath it, coming soon. 75B-, beautiful. In the next sexual match, Ric Flair, Scott Steiner and Sting defeated Roddy Piper, Booker T and Bill Goldberg in 22-17 when Sting defeated Roddy Piper by pinfall after using a foreign object. Bill Goldberg 85, Booker T 72, Roddy Piper 61, Sting 69, Scott Steiner 82 and Ric Flair 69. Scott Steiner Rumble and performance. I do not agree with Sting only getting a 69. 78B, next. Oh, stop botching people. In a decent post match, Shane Helms and Mama Luke's and the Filthy Animals defeat Sean Stasiak, Team Canada, and the FBI in 640 when Shane Helms defeat Tommy and Mama Luke by pinfall the vertebrae back. There's all the improvements. Roman Mysterio Jr. and Rumble, Mike Awesome informs Billy Kidman and Rumble and Sean Stasiak and Flying. Not bad. And in a poor post-match, Team Crossfire and the UK Pitbulls defeat Evolution and John Dragons in Danny Dawn defeat Frankie Zone by pinfall. And we're just going to end the show there. Gives us 75B-, increased our popularity in 23 regions. We're going to hit the continue button. Does it work? Yes, it has. And we're going to have a quick look and see what Raw did. Obviously, we know that Raw's going to do better than us. But yeah, I might take the group out of the NWA section and do a cease and desist angle. And turn him into the Crow's Nest. Because I can't find anything. Because Sting is the Crow. That's his gimmick. So that makes sense in the sense of that. WWF Raw is Raw tonight. Running Regal and Al Snow. Running Regal defeat Al Snow. Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, Triple H. Kane, The Undertaker, Albert and Test. Brothers of Destruction defeat TNA. Jacqueline and Trish Stratus. Jacqueline defeat Trish Stratus. Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy and Raven. The Hardy Boys and Raven defeat the Godfather, X-Pac and Grandmaster Sexy. Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero, and Kurt Angle no contest with Eddie Guerrero. And then there's our Nitro. We'll get better, don't worry. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys again real soon. I want to thank you all for watching. And we'll see you guys for ECW Anarchy Rules this coming week. Well, something weird's happened with this game series. WWE have done a brand split between Raw and SmackDown, and Vince Russo's in charge of head booking. Hello everyone, welcome back to WCW Lives. WCW and ECW Lives, and we're at ECW Anarchy Rules. 3,500 people have packed out the Hammerstein Ballroom, as always, every week to come and see some great wrestling. And all four of these guys perform well. Sting, we see the NWO backstage, but they should have said the Crow's Nest, and Sting is not happy. And he's like, so Eric has sent us a letter that he will sue us, sue his own workers if we use the NWA name and logo. Fine, Eric. But this does not end. We are the Crow's Nest, and we will stick together. And tonight, all four of us will join forces and kick ass right here on ECW Anarchy Rules. And when this ECW's music plays and we cut to the venue, Extreme Championship Wrestling. And then we cut to Mike Tenay and Taz, who was sat ringside inside the Hammerstein Ballroom, and they're like, well, we heard it there. No longer the NWO, but the Crow's Nest. But they're still together. It's going to be a rough night on ECW. And Bobby's like, this is hell. This is how we live, man. And right now it's going to be a war, and we need to stand up against it. And Tony's like, I thought we got rid of this crap like this. And Stinger's turned his back on all the Stingers. This is worse than Hogan, and I cannot believe it. 72B-, we're going to open up the night with a shit match. In a battle of subpar wrestling, a little heat. The Mexicans Most Wanted defeat High Flying in 827, and Halloween defeat Liz Mott Jr. by pinfall with a Mortimer's Revenge. Rey de Rey, Jessica Jr. 26, Liz Mott Jr. 32. Halloween 35, Damien 666, 44. No worker improvements, but I thought that would be a nice little match, and it was 38D-. In a poor match, Abyss defeat Glacier in a Falls Count Anywhere match in 820 by pinfall. Glacier 34, Abyss 33. No worker improvements, 37D-. Not a bad match. In a decent match, Eddie Park defeated Rob Van Dam in 752 by pinfall the Sky Twister Press. Eddie Park is now the ECW World Television Champion. Eddie Park 40, Rob Van Dam 67. Eddie Park in Flying and Performance 66, not bad. In a poor match, the UK Pitbulls defeated the Crazy Buzzsaws in 825, and Big Dave defeated Super Crazy by pinfall the Pitfall. The UK Pitbulls make the defense number 5 of their ECW World Tag Team Champions. Yoshi Tajiri 46, Super Crazy 38, Big Dave 35, Bulk 13, Bulk in Performance. I saw Super Crazy and Yoshi Tajiri, and I went the Crazy Buzzsaws. He finishes the Buzzsaw knee kick, and he's called Super Crazy. It worked. 41D, not bad. In a good match, Tommy Dreamer defeated Fit Finley 803 by pin with a pile driver. Fit Finley 60, Dreamer 65, no work brimps, 66E plus. In about these wrestling, but in about a good heat and decent wrestling, Rhino defeated Hugh Morrison 14-19 by pin with a gore. Rhino makes defense on the 7 of his ECW World Heroic title. Hugh Morris 56, Rhino 58, no work brimps, 60C. Yes, we know. He was already taken off your manager. That's another third time it hasn't worked. In the exceptional match, Darwin Dallas Page, Rick Steiner, Roddy Piper, and Bill Goldberg defeated the Crow's Nest, Sting, Lex Luger, Scott Hall, Scott Steiner in 24-59. Roddy Piper defeated Lex Luger by pinfall. Bill Goldberg 87, Roddy Piper 65, Rick Steiner 59, Diamond Dallas Page 67, Scott Steiner 85, Scott Hall 78, Lex Luger 59, Sting 72. No work on Brewers 76B minus. That's where we end the show. Giving us a 71C plus. That at the end of the day is increasing our popularity. The issue is Roddy Piper, Lex Luger, and not main event players, nor is Rick Steiner. But we'll get on with it. The 24 quiz popularity in 24 regions. I can't complain. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick look and show you what's going on over at the World Wrestling Federation. I'm not joking about this. I know some of you are going to go, well, you did it yourself. No, I didn't. But they have named the brands right, which is very odd. Unless there's always been a brand split. But yes, World Wrestling Federation. As you can see, figurehead Steve Austin, Vince Russo, head booker. And if you go onto the roster, you see SmackDown. There's Matt Hardy on SmackDown. See, Matt Hardy's been taken. He's on Raw. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy have been split up. Triple H is on SmackDown. The Undertaker is on Raw, I do believe. I did have a look at this. Yeah, Raw. The Rock's on SmackDown. Stone Cold Steve Austin is on Raw, so Raw's going to probably do the better. I don't know where the titles sit. I don't know if the titles are on both brands or what. I don't know what they've done with that, but very interesting times over in WCW. And also, I forgot to mention, during Rhino's match, the glitch happened again, so we'll find out about that in a bit. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on Monday for Monday Nitro. Welcome back. Hello, welcome. So, let's get to some business. This is a Go Home edition of WCW. This Sunday night we're going live from Great American Bash. And things are changing. We are increasing in popularity. We need to get to court. We need to get back to court size. We need to get back to that position where we can start giving written contracts out to certain wrestlers. And start touring the company. I think we need to do house shows. That's the important thing. But in a bridge out of Pro Wrestling, a little heat. Akira Hokkaido, High Flying, and Hovan Pitbulls defeat Chris Kiet, Brutally Incorporated, and Team Chaos Theory. In 6:34, when Hokkaido defeated Rothschild by pinfall, the Misty Flip. Rocky Romero 37, Ricky Reyes 31, Raider Joscus Jr. 27, Dismark Jr. 36, Ricardo Hokkaido 34. Chris Kiet 27, Roadkill 41, Danny Dorian 41, Rothschild 22, and Killswitch 22. Rocky Romero in performance at 36D minus. Do you want to continue addressing this? No. That's just you getting your new gimmick, because you ain't got one. Individual belt in a Pro Preacher match, the Ballad Brothers and Evolution defeat FBI and UK Pitbulls when Shane Ballard defeated Big Dave by pinfall. Nova 37, Frankie Zone 36, Shannon Ballard 27, Shane Ballard 25, Big Dave 40, Bulk 35, Tony Momaluke 36, and Little Gado 47. Frankie Zone, Rumble, and Tony Momaluke in flying. Now, it was meant to be, they meant to pin Tony Momaluke, so I don't know why they pinned Big Dave, so we're going to ignore that. In a feature about decent wrestling, but in a feature about decent match with the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Beth Phoenix, Stacey Keeber defeat Tori Wilson, Angel Williams in 5:45, and Beth Phoenix defeat Angel Williams by pinfall. Angel Williams 24, Tori Wilson 29, Stacey Keeber 27, Beth Phoenix 25. Tori Wilson in techno. 33 plus. In a feature about decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Johnny Swinger, Simon Diamond, Cash, Elite Skipper, and Shannon Moore defeat Shane Helms, Masahiro Tanka, Jamie Noble, CM Punk, and Balls Mahoney in 8:23 when Elite Skipper defeat Jamie Noble by pin of the Overdrive. Balls Mahoney 41, CM Punk 50, Jamie Noble 46, Masahiro Tanka 56, Shane Helms 54, Shannon Moore 39, Elite Skipper 36, Cash 41, Simon Diamond 28, and Johnny Swinger 26. Balls Mahoney in performance of CM Punk and Techno 47D. Not bad. In a poor pre-show match, the Crazy Buzzsaws and the Mamalukes defeat LA Park, Mark Jindrak, and the Briscoe Brothers in 8:24, and Johnny the Ball defeat Jay Briscoe by pinfall. Johnny the Ball 29, Big Vito 28, Yoshi Jajiri 40, Super Crazy 34, Mark Jindrak 43, LA Park 46, Mark Briscoe 25, Jay Briscoe 23, LA Park and Flying in the Jay Briscoe in performance of 39 D-. In the decent pre-show match, Norman Smiley, Jim Duggan, Hugh Morris and Alex Wright defeat Gerald Guerrero Jr., Brian Kendrick, Austin Hayes and Bobby Roode in 8:11. Hugh Morris defeat Bobby Roode by pin with the power bomb. Alex Wright 50, Hugh Morris 59, Jim Duggan 46, Norman Smiley 52, Bobby Roode 31. Austin Hayes 25, Brian Kendrick 39, and Trevor Guerrero 55. Smiley in technical performance and Roode in performance 47D. Video is Bill Goldberg, Booker T, you know the ritual, with the people dancing around the fire going, ooh, ooh, and then all that coming up. And we got to the venue, we got 2,445, not sold out Dixon Athletics Centre tonight, sadly, but close enough. We got to the venue, we're showing the fans, and when the Crow's Nest music hits, and they come to the ring, rubbish is thrown from the crowd, and they climb in the ring, and Sting has the mic, and Sting's like, we stand here as one to destroy this crap heap of WCW. This is not the WCW you or I was promised, yet they're cheering for it. Rick Steiner and DDP and anybody who wants to stand in our way, we're going to take them out. And that happened last week. Now, this past week on ECW Annual Rules, we lost because Roddy Cheatham took us out off the apron, and the rest of the men got involved. And then DDP's music hits, and he comes out, and he's followed by, you know, Rick, Roddy, and Booker T. And he's like, you can have all four of you, but I've got backup too. Look at this, 4 top guys who are loved by WCW. I don't know why I put ECW. I really, it's the Crow's Nest jump out the ring and it attacks them. It's an all-out brawl until the rest come out and split them up, of course. Sting was very poor. Lex Luger was poor. Diamond Dallas Page invented a new catchphrase. Rick Steiner was struggling and going off the script. Roddy Piper worked while using his freedom. Rick Steiner was very underwhelming. Blah, blah, blah. 74B minus. Let's hit next. In a terrible match, Natalie Dean Hart defeat Jazz Angel, Orias and Daphne in 7:22, and Natalie Dean Hart defeat Daphne by pinfall. Natalie Dean Hart is now the women's champion. Natalie Dean Hart 26, Jazz 28, Angel Osiris 27, Daphne 32, Jazz in performance 30E+. In a decent match, AJ Styles defeated Fit Finlay in 6:35 by pin of the Stars Clash. AJ makes defense number 2 of his WCW United States title. Fit Finlay 59, AJ Styles 42, no work appearance of 56C minus. And then James Vanderberg stood backstage with a new man and Abyss, and he's like, last week I introduced you to step 1 of my takeover. This week I introduced you to step 2, King Kendo. What you're looking at are 2 monsters who are here to take over the tag division. Now, King Kendo has taken over the UK scene, but you guys are not familiar with. You guys were not familiar to Abyss, but you should be now. Let's go, boys, and kick ass. And in about that decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. The Nightmares defeat Filthy Animals in 7:08 when Abyss defeat Billy Kidman by pinfall after James Vanderberg interfered. Billy Kidman and Tori Wilson are good pair, and they play off each other well. James Vanderberg did some good work at ringside, the nice quality and the colour commentary match boost. Performance of Rey Mysterio stood out as being good. Rey Mysterio Jr. 65, Billy Kidman 51, Abyss 35, and King Kendo 24. Abyss in performance 52D+. I don't know how much longer the Filthy Animals are going to be around for. I might split them into a single. I'm going to probably take away the Filthy Animals by this Sunday night and have them in singles. Gene's like, so Nitro's in terminal with James Vanderberg and the Monsters and the Crow's Nest. Over in ECW land, things are pretty good, and I think it's going to be a big night for Tommy this Sunday. And Tommy comes on and he's like, I've seen the glitches, I don't care, you can come. Look, this Sunday I knock him off. I knock off Rhino and become the ECW champion again. And why? Because I'm the best. And the screens behind them begins making a whirring noise, and then they turn around and look at it, and it's the glitch, and it's the same man with his arms stretched, and it just says, this Sunday, good, come and see me rise to the top and become the ECW World Champion. Now, because I don't want to spoil who this person is, I will not be going forward, and so I will not show you Raw until the night of the night. I won't show you Raw. I'll show you Raw and SmackDown on Tuesday. I'll put a little interlude in so you can see what happened on Raw. But I'm not going to do it because it's going to ruin the surprise on the main screen of who that is. I know some of you probably worked it out. But Joey Styles is backstage. Like, I'm Joey Styles. If for some reason Gene don't want to interview this man, please welcome the WCW World Champion, Bill Goldberg. And because, look, the reason he won't interview me is because he knows I'm pissed, Joey. Look, they want to hold me back. They want to lock me away. I don't know who I am facing, and I need to know. I need to kick ass and beat people up. And that might be you, Joey. Now, I'm going to find someone who I can kick ass. So I can kick their ass. And he just storms off. It's only 4B minus. In about a decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Young Dragons defeat Mexico's Wanted 701 when Yang defeated Halloween by pin with the simultaneous leg drop. Halloween 37, Damien 66, 42, Kazuhash 43, Yang 42, Halloween and Rumble and Performance of 43D. In a decent match, Spike Dudley, Sandman and Glacier defeat C.W. Anderson, Steve Corino and Black Tiger in 8:25 when Glacier defeats C.W. Anderson by pin with a chronic kick. Glacier 33, Sandman 47, Spike Dudley 49, Black Tiger 41, Steve Corino 52 and C.W. Anderson 46. No work appearance 47D. In about good wrestling, good heat and decent wrestling, Conan defeated Just Incredible in 7:33 by pinfall. Conan 52, Just Incredible 52, no work appearance of 53C minus. And then Jerry Lynn's backstage. He's sitting on some boxes in like the area, and he's like, so once again, WCW has ignored its champion, me. I'm the biggest star in all of the cruiserweights, and this Sunday night I'm going to do this, a 6-way match for my title. I invite wrestlers from any promotion to come and fight and prove themselves in my ring, where I am king. So this Sunday night, I will be bringing wrestlers from the UK. I will be bringing wrestlers from CML, New Japan. Anyway, really, we work with, we're going to have a wrestler come from their promotion who is in the lightweight category, and that they will be wrestling Jerry Lynn. So this match is probably going to suck, but I'm hoping Jerry Lynn can carry it by doing that. 41D, not bad. In a good match, Jerry Lynn, Mike Awesome, Lance Storm, Ric Flair and Rhino defeat Shayna Hare, Jason Liger, Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer and Mikey Whipwreck in 5:38 when Ric Flair defeated Mikey Whipwreck by pinfall. Rhino got a 60, Ric Flair got a 63, Lance Storm got a 64, Mike Awesome got a 70, Jerry Lynn 59. Oh, sugar. I lost something. Hold on. No. Find it in a minute. Mikey Whipback 40, Tommy Dreamer 56, Ronan 61, Jason Liger 59, Shayna Hare 58, Mike Awesome in performance, which is not bad, a 64C, that's not bad. And then G's like, welcome back. Welcome back. The United States champion with me at this time, the United States champion, AJ Styles. And AJ walks on, he goes, everybody looked. Yes. Hold on. Oh, God. Everybody overlooked me in Air Paris, and they've done again, and they've done it again. Now I'm champion. And WCW is trying to hide me, and I can't believe it. Tonight, I beat Fit Finley, and I'll keep doing this until I get credit I deserve from Eric and Paul. 41D. In about good heat and decent wrestling, Sean Stasiak defeated Chuck Plumbo in 7:52 by pinfall. Sean Stasiak 46, Chuck Plumbo 55. Stacey Keebler did some good work at ringside. I don't know why that hasn't come up before. But Sean's not suited to his gimmick, so I'll have to deal with that. In about fantastic heat and great wrestling, the Crow's Nest Sting, Scott Steiner, Scott Hall and Lex Luger defeated Rick Steiner, Roddy Piper, Booker T and Diamond Dallas Page in 10:03 when Sting defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall. Diamond Dallas Page 67 and Booker T 73, Roddy Piper 64, Rick Steiner 60. Lex Luger 59, Scott Hall 81, and Scott Steiner 78, and Sting 74. So obviously they're all feuding, but we'll announce it now. At the Great American Bash, it will be Roddy Piper, and it will be Lex Luger. Probably one of the worst matches I could possibly book for this show, but it's going to happen. It's Roddy, it's Lex, it's happening. Tony Freebell when it's not bad. And then the video plays open at your main event tonight is Bill Goldberg will take on Dustin Rhodes. In about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Bill Goldberg defeated Dustin Rhodes in 21:55 by pinfall. By pinfall spear. Bill Goldberg makes fans number 3 of his WCW World Heavyweight title. Dustin Rhodes 59, Goldberg 78. That's where we ended the show, and we're 68C+. This does increase our popularity in all 23 regions. I know it's not going to be as good as Raw, but I'm going to cut you off here, and I will come back to you before I book WCW ECW to show you what happens on Raw and SmackDown. So as promised, a quick interlude so you can see what happened on Raw. We're going to go to here, we're going to go to history. So we're going to have a look at WWF Raw. 188B, Kane, Undertaker, Bubba Ray, and Devon. Dudley Boys defeat the Brothers of Destruction. No, that's SmackDown, dear. Oh yeah, it will Raw. There we go. 78B. So Road Warrior Animal and Grandmaster Sexy. Road Warrior Animal went to no contest with Grandmaster Sexy. Steve Austin, X-Pac. Steve Austin defeated X-Pac by count-out. Brawl involving The Undertaker and Kurt Angle. Pre-match interview with Raven. Raven defeat Crash Holly. Steve Austin, Kane and Vince McMahon. Conversation involving China and Ivory. Ivory defeat China. Kurt Angle and William Regal. Main event. And Kurt Angle defeated William Regal in 80. SmackDown. Christian, a Big Show. Bam and Bigelow, Al Snow, Steve Richards, Eddie Edwards, Hardcore Holly, and Dean Malenko. Bigelow, Al Snow, Steve Richards defeat Eddie, Hardcore Holly, and Malenko. Perry Saturn, I do believe that is. And defeat Fananki, Blackman, and Grudge. Christian and Edge, Bradshaw and Farouk. Initial Christian ran a contest with the APA. Skit involving Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Jericho. Pre-match interview with Jacqueline. Jacqueline defeated Lita by count-out. Pre-match interview with Rikishi. Mr. Pervert defeated Rikishi, Triple H, and HBK in the main event. That's what's going on in WWE. That's why you don't bring Vince Russo in. But anyway, that's my quick interlude done. I'll see you guys for ECW Anarchy Rules. It's tomorrow night. So yeah, I've got a day to skip. So I'll see you tomorrow night for ECW Anarchy Rules. Hello people, welcome to Anarchy Rules. 3,500 people once again in the Hammerstein Ballroom. And in a poor match, the UK Pitbulls defeated Mexico's Most Wanted, the Ballad Brothers and Drunk Dragons 12:42. The elimination was the Ballad Brothers first, then Mexico's Most Wanted, then the Drunk Dragons. The UK Pitbulls make defense number 6 of their ECW World Tag Team titles. Kazahash 42, Yang 42, Halloween 39, Damien 66 45, Shane Ballard 31, Shannon Ballard 31, Shane Ballard 30, Big Dave 41, Bulk 35, No Welcome Burns at 42D. We know that Bulk was visibly tiring as he always does. 42D. In about a decent wrestler, didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Natalie Dean Hart defeated Jazz in 7:41 by pinfall. Natalie Dean Hart made defense number 1 of her WCW Women's title. Jazz 33, Natalie Dean Hart 26. Jazz in performance 31E+. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero Jr. defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. in 9:28 by pinfall. Trevor Guerrero Jr. 55, Rey Mysterio Jr. 61. Rey Mysterio in performance, Trevor in performance. But Trevor's now sustained another. It's the second week in a row where the Hammerstein Ballroom seems to be jinxed for broken arms because Trevor Guerrero's now broke his arm. In a decent match, Cash defeated Mikey Whitwick in 9:54 by pin the dead level. Cash 50, Mikey Whitwick 45. Cash in performance of 49D+. In a decent match, C.W. Anderson defeated Sandman in 12:38 by pinfall. C.W. Anderson 50, Sandman 44. No work appearance of 50D+. In about great good heat and decent wrestling, Just Incredible defeated RVD in 11:57 by pinfall. Just Incredible 48, Robin Down 64. RVD in performance 62C. And in about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Tommy Dreamer and Bill Goldberg defeated Rhino and Ric Flair in 25:06 when Bill Goldberg defeated Rhino by pin with a spear. Bill Goldberg carried the match to his ring performance. Bill Goldberg 81. Tommy Dreamer 62, Ric Flair 64, and Rhino 65. No work appearance. Sony Freebie Honest, that's where we end the show, giving us a 68C+, increasing our popularity across all 24 regions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you this Sunday night for the Great American Bash. Welcome to the Great American Bash, people. 3,600 people have packed out the Chicago Theatre tonight to see World Championship Wrestling. That means we're up and away. And in appreciation about the Mama Lukes defeat the FBI in 8:10 when Johnny the Bull defeated Little Gato by pinfall. Johnny the Bull 30, Big Vito 28. Tony Mama Luke 37, Little Gato 47. Tony Mama Luke in Technol, improving in Technol, not bad. 37D minus, not bad. In a poor preacher match, Jim Duggan, Jamie Noble, Glacier, CM Punk and Bulls Mahoney defeat Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Claudio, James Storm, and Kevin Steen 8-11 and Jim Duggan defeat Claudio by pinfall the running clothesline tackle. Bulls Mahoney 41, CM Punk 49, Glacier 35, Jamie Noble 46, Jim Duggan 47, Kevin Steen 31, James Storm 22, Claudio 28, Bobby Roode 33, and Austin Aries 27. Steen in performance, not bad, 42D. Just going to check this is still recording because the spinny disc is coming up. Jamie Noble sustained a bicep tear. Well, that's not a lot I can do about that. Oh, it's gone again now. In a video at D2S Cinema didn't have much heat. Sandman, Mikey Whitwet, Matthew Tonka, and Who Mice defeat Monty Brown, Samoa Joe, Drew Galloway, and Brian Krenjic in 7:34. And Mikey Whitwet defeats Samoa Joe by pinfall as a Ripper Snapper. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say that these are free-for-alls, so they're free on prior to the pay-per-view to get you guys to buy the pay-per-view, and also it showcases NWA Wildside, which is our training ground, so a lot of these wrestlers are down there, and we will hype that fact quite heavily. Hugh Morris 55, Masahiro Tonka 53, Mikey Whitberg 40, Sandman 44, Brian Kendrick 37, Drew Galloway 22, Samoa Joe 37, and Monty Brown 51. Masahiro Tonka improving in Rumble, and Brian Kendrick in Rumble, nice, 42D. And in a pre-show battle, I've had Subpar Wrestling, a little heat, Shannon Moore defeated Fergal Vet in 7:38 by pinfall the Morgasm, Fergal Vet 28, Shannon Moore 38. No work improvements, 35 E+. Let me have a quick swig of a drink. And let me get my voice. Tonight we celebrate all things America. Tonight we bring the Great American Bash. And this is a bash. Sting has turned on all the stingers, and now the Crow's Nest are running rampant. Then Goldberg wants blood, and he wants to destroy. Will Ric Flair stand tall? And who has made the glitches? We will find out tonight as WCW presents the Great American Bash. And this we cut to the venue prior to go off on a special set. Then we're showing the fans who are waving the signs before we cut to Now's Test. And it's Mike Tenay, Bobby Cruz, and Tony. Throughout the night, they're going to be joined as they have been in the pre-show. They'll be joined by other people. I can confirm that Stevie Ray will be making a special guest appearance on the Now's Test during Booker T's match, taking over from Bobby Heenan. Welcome to the Great American Bash tonight. And tonight, all titles on the line. The Crow's Nests are here and ready to fight. And for people asking, yes, this is a 4-hour show. For us, this is one of the big four, so it's 4 hours long. And Bobby's like, yes, tonight the roster is exciting. Tonight we've got a great card for the fans to enjoy. And Tony's like, yes. Now on to some news. Jerry sent out an open challenge on Nitro, but the response was so strong. But that means there is a 15-man battle royal featuring the best cruiserweights from all over the world, and that is opening us up tonight. So yeah, I kind of went on a rampage, hiring wrestlers left, right, and centre. These are not high, these are one-night deals, but because of the response, we're going to have a battle royal with them. I don't think this match is going to do any good because I don't think half of them are even known in America. I think Joe Lynn might save it. But in a terrible match, Rey Mysterio Jr. won a battle royal in 1509. The other members of the Final Four, Jerry Lynn, Elix Skipper, and Iketo Kaida, with Jerry Lynn being the final elimination. Jerry Lynn got the most matches over the course of the match. Rey Mysterio Jr. wins the Cruiserweight title. So, Louis Dangerously pretty weak. Dino Cobbers, Seema improved in form. So he had Blue Demon Jr., Seema, Dino Karatu, Elix Skipper, Kita Okada, Jerry Lynn, Jody Flesh, Johnny Storm, Giorgio Estada, Kendo Kishin, Nakamura Fuji, Rey Mysterio Jr., Rory Brookside, Shinjo Antonio, and Shocker. They're all in this match. Enjoying themselves. Seema improved in form. 42D, not bad. In about fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Roddy Piper defeated Lex Luger 9:43 by pinfall. Roddy Piper 60, Lex Luger 54 C-. In about Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, the Nightmares defeated Crazy Buzzsaws in 9:47 when Biss defeated Super Crazy by pinfall. Yoshi Tajiri 40, Super Crazy 35, Biss 35, King Kendo 25, Yoshi Tajiri in Technical and Performance 36D-. In a decent match, AJ Styles defeated Steve Corino in 13:05 by pinfall. The Stars Clash. AJ makes defense number 3 of the WCW United States title. Steve Corino 51, AJ 44, AJ improving in performance of 51D+. In the Battle of Pro Wrestling, a Little Heat, Brilliant Incorporated and Team Chaos Theory defeated Havana Pitbulls and Evolution in 9:46 when Rothschild defeated Frankie Zero by pinfall the Clawsome. Nova 38, Frankie Zone 34, Rocky Romero 37, Ricky Reyes 32, Roadkill 42, Danny Doran 42, Rothschild 23, Killswitch got a 25, Nova in performance, Frankie Zone in Rumble and Rothschild in performance 38D-. In about a decent reaction from the crowd was Subpar Wrestling. Natalie Deanhart defeated Stacey Keebler in 8:03 by pinfall. Natalie Deanhart makes defense number 2 of the women's title. Stacey Keebler 28, Natalie Deanhart 27. No work appearance 34E+. In a decent match, Fit Finny and Ginger Jack and Sean Stasiak defeat Shane O'Haire, Conan and Chuck Plumbo in 11:01 when Fit Finny defeat Conan by pinfall the Tombstone Piledriver. Chuck Plumbo 54, Conan 54, Shane O'Haire 62, Sean Stasiak 46, Mark Ginger at 46 and Fit Finley 60. No work improvements. Sean Stasiak still not suited his gimmick and changed it because I forgot. In about decent match across Subpar Wrestling, the UK Pitbulls defeat Young Dragons in 12:06 when Big Dave defeated Yang by pinfall the Pitfall. The UK Pitbulls make defense number 7. Bill seen off his game, Bill was supposed to be retiring, blah blah blah. Kazahash 43, Yang 43, Big Dave 40, Bulk 34. No welcome appearance for 43D. In a decent match, LA Park defeated Robin Dunn in 12:36 by the Sky Twister Press. LA Park makes defense number 1 of the ECW television title. Robin Dunn 58, LA Park 46, LA Park in performance 56C-. In about a decent, great heat and decent wrestling, Dustin Rhodes defeated Justin Credible in 12:43 by the Flying Lariat. Dustin 61, Justin 55, no work appearance 61C. Not bad. In a decent match, Spike Dudley, Shane Helms, Norman Smiley and Billy Kidman defeat Chris Kiet, Johnny Swinger, Simon Diamond and Cash in 8:32 and Norman Smiley defeat Johnny Swinger by pinfall. Billy Kidman 50, Norman Smiley 53, Shane Helms 57, Spike Dudley 49, Cash 44, Simon Diamond 29, Johnny Swinger 24 and Chris Kiet 27. Norman Smiley in Rumble and Performance, Shane Helms in Performance, Simon Diamond in Performance, Johnny Swinger in Rumble and Spike Dudley in Rumble 48D. Yeah, but I didn't have much heat in Tail Wrestling. Beth Phoenix, Jazz and Daphne defeat Tori Wilson, Angel Williams and Angel Orson in 7:43 and Daphne defeat Angel Orson by pinfall. Angel Orson 31, Angel Williams 23, Tori Wilson 31, Daphne 31, Jazz 27 and Beth Phoenix 27. Beth Phoenix in Techno and Jazz in Performance 31E+. In the bad decent match, the crowd was Subpar Wrestling. Alex Wright defeated Black Tiger 3 in 8:22 by pinfall. Black Tiger 31, Alex Wright 49, no work appearance 43D. In a poor match, Team Canada defeated Mexico's Most Wanted, the Ballad Brothers and High Flying in 13:39. The order I mentioned was the Ballad Brothers first. Then the Mexican Most Wanted, then High Flying, finally High Flying. Team Canada make defense number 3 of their World Tag Team titles, the WCW ones. Ray Jericho Jr. 26, Liz Mark Jr. 32, Halloween 35, Damien 41, Shannon Ballard 29, Shane Ballard 27, Mike Awesome 64, Lance Storm 61, Shane Ballard in Technical 49D+. Nice. In a decent match, Juice and Liger defeated C.W. Anderson in 12:13 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. Juice and Liger makes defense number 3 of his WCW national title. C.W. Anderson 51, Juice and Liger 59, 61C. In an exception match, Scott Steiner defeated Booker T in 15:05 by pinfall the Frankensteiner. Booker T 74, Scott Steiner 83. No work improvements, but yeah. Stevie Ray was pretty weak at the Nats desk. Not a lot I can do with that, to be honest. But yeah, 75B-, that's better than what we've had most nights. In a good match, Tommy Dreamer defeated Rhino in Extreme Rules match in 13:57 by pinfall the Piledriver. Tommy Dreamer now wins the ECW World Heavyweight title. Tommy Dreamer 56, Rhino 63, no work appearance. Tommy Dreamer is the ECW World Champion. And after the match, Tommy Dreamer is celebrating his win with the title, and the Titantron glitches and it says Raven arise tomorrow, and Tommy looks very worried indeed. Tomorrow night on Nitro, and our next episode of this series, ladies and gentlemen, you'll get to find out what message Raven has for Tommy Dreamer, who's just won the world title. In a battle of fantastic heat and great wrestling, Scott Hall defeated Diamond Dallas Page in 15:28 when Diamond Dallas Page could not beat the 10 count after a razor's edge. Scott Hall 76, Diamond Dallas Page 60, 74B-. In about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Sting defeated Rick Steiner in 14:55 by pinfall. Rick Steiner 60, Sting 70, 69C+. And of course, it's time for our main event as Bill Goldberg takes on Ric Flair. In about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Bill Goldberg defeated Ric Flair in 24:44 by pinfall the spear. Bill Goldberg makes defense number 4 of his WCW World Heavyweight title. Bill Goldberg 79, Ric Flair 62. Scott Steiner is the current #1 contender after beating Booker T earlier tonight. So it's going to be an interesting time for Bill, as being as he's going to have someone who's about the same size as him and probably as powerful as him trying for that title. We're going to end the show here. See what final rating we get. We get 75B-. That increases our popularity across the board in all 24 regions, which is the UK, America, and Japan. I'm going to give some people some credits where they're due, and those are the people we're going to give the credits to. We're going to stick around for a second because I do believe that WWE World Wrestling Federation have got their pay-per-view tonight, the King of the Ring 2001. So we're going to have a look at the King of the Ring. We're also going to, I'm hoping that this show, being on the pay-per-view scale, I'm hoping it might have done better than last month. Now we're increasing in popularity again, because there's more people watching the show each week. So we're going to have a look. Oh, we've got the rest of the year, the awards. The rest of the year so far: Steve Austin, Company of the Year, WWF. Team of the Year is the Brothers of Destruction. Match of the Year, Steve Austin and Chris Jericho in the ladder, rating as the leader in the race for Match of the Year. Show of the Year is New Japan Wrestling, Dan Kako, 2001. Jeff Hardy is our Young Wrestler of the Year. Veteran of the Year is Rikai Kush. Female Wrestler of the Year is Arja Kong. Kurt Angle staying with the WWF. Not if I can help it. Nope. Oh, damn. So yeah, you can see all the wrestlers we brought in as 190 deals. Delete. So let's have a look at the King of the Ring. Edge seems to have won it last night. Gets an 83B+. So Matt Hardy went to no contest with Sammy Silk. Triple H went to no contest with K Quick. Kurt Angle defeated Shawn Michaels. The Undertaker defeated Bradshaw. Edge defeated Kane. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Val Venus. Kurt Angle defeated The Undertaker. Edge defeated Bam Bam Bigelow. Big Show defeated Rikishi, and Edge defeated Kurt Angle for the King of the Ring title. Steve Austin defeated Christian to retain the World Heavyweight title. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. We're doing quite well right now in all of this. So I'm not sure. We're doing okay. I'm hoping they don't sign Kurt Angle to a long contract. I'm hoping... Lately, they've only been signing wrestlers to 1-year contracts, so that is what I'm expecting them to do, which would be useful, because in a year's time we can go after them again. Because right now, our popularity and our support, as you can see, that's our popularity, but we need importance is what we need to be looking at. We need to get 47+ in 2 regions of America. Our most likely areas to get that at the moment are the Southeast and Tri-State. So we're looking to hit Colt in the next month, I'm thinking, if we continue putting on some good shows. But we made another massive loss last month. But has he been injured, Ukida? No, yeah, he must have been. But yes, so Stacey Keebler has morale issues because she had to be made to lose. The women's division's getting better, but I'm not sure really what we can do about it, to be honest. I think this is one of those series where we're just going to have to hope for the best and see, because we've got a lot of wrestlers, a lot of great stories, and we need some bigger names like Kurt Angle. We need a Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero. We've got a Raven. I think Raven's going to really help. I've got some good plans for that. But ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to wait to see the next 3 months worth of storylines in the next episode. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again real soon.